I'm gonna share with you guys, you don't know already how to work in alcohol. Okay, so when you scan it, there's gonna be some empty calories, some calories that are not accounted for. I'm gonna scan this, 210 calories. And it's only accounting for 16 carbs. Grab your calculator, 16 times 4, that's 64 calories. So I'm gonna take the 210 that it's saying, that's claiming, minus 64, and that's 146 calories that are not accounted for. So divided by 4, I'm gonna use carbs, 36.5. So I'm gonna do 37 carbs. I'm gonna scan it, add 37 carbs. You can either account for the calories with your carbs, a little bit of fat, but I'm just gonna do carbs today. That is how you account for alcohol.
Is it best to abstain from sexual activity with your significant other during contest prep? I would say hell no. You can't neglect your significant other. You gotta try. But the reality of it, if you're natural like myself, your sex drive, your sexual performance will take a damn toll because your hormones are just fucked up, right? Being in a deficit, getting lean, it's not good for you. So most people get that problem, they lose it. There are that small percentage that don't get affected by dieting and getting lean, and they're freaking lucky. Kim Chi Kyle, what would be the most essential life tip you believe everyone should know? There's so many, it's hard to choose one. I would probably just say the statement of, you know, you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. Okay, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to challenge yourself. You have to keep pushing past your limit so you don't stay average. You want to be above average. You want to do things that other people won't do, right? So yeah, you got to get uncomfortable.
I'm about right outside of shoulder width. Tight grip. I go under and I keep my elbows tucked as close as I can to my body to stay tight. Keep that tightness in my upper back. So right here, I take a breath. And I keep that tightness in my core area to keep stabilized, to keep support. I feel like the better my tightness is when I unrack it, the lighter the weight feels. Get my stance set up. My stance is right here. Take a deep breath. Keep that tightness. Breathe at the top. 1 rep at a time, reset. Imagine my knees, my feet, nice and straight. Keeping my chest up so my bar path stays nice and vertical.
What up guys? Deadlift talk. Sumo deadlift versus a conventional deadlift. Difference, which one is better for you? You got the sumo deadlift. It is a lower body movement. Conventional, it's more of an upper body movement. The sumo is hitting posterior chain, so your hamstrings, your glute. Conventional is more your lats, your back, your lower back, a little bit of hamstrings off the ground, but that's it. So is one better than the other? In my opinion, no. You kind of got to just choose if you want your legs or your back. So sumo is king for legs. Conventional is king for back. So you got to just figure out which one is more important to you at that moment and then crush that goal. So tag a friend or two that would benefit from this post. Find your grip. You want it neutral with your shoulders. Right here is neutral for me. So I'm gonna reach down right about here. And then from there, you wanna adjust your stance. You wanna get it as wide as possible without touching your arms. I set my feet. You pretty much want it mid-foot. The bar is right at your shin, pretty much touching it, okay? Next step is getting in the starting position. There's a starting position that you want to get into that will put you at the best, strongest position for you to pull the weight off the floor. You're loading your hamstrings and your lats. And how you do that is drop your hips a little bit, load your lats, arch your back as much as you can so you feel the bar coming up. You want your shoulder blades right over the bar before initiating the pull. As you're coming up right here, you're thinking hips, you're thrusting through the bar. Using your glute, your hips. You don't have to exaggerate the lockout. You don't have to be like here, hyperextending your back. Just right here.
Fat loss doesn't occur overnight. It just doesn't happen fast, right? It took time for that fat gain to happen. So why is it that people are always looking for a shortcut, a mentality of like, I want it right away. Like fat loss is gonna happen overnight. When in reality, guys, fat loss, it takes time, it takes consistency, it takes accuracy. You need to be tracking your macros, tracking your lifts, tracking your cardio, put it all together, and that's what produces fat loss. It's not gonna come overnight. So it bothers me to see and hear people just expecting it to come overnight when it takes time. The people that let the weight gain happen, they assume that once you start a fat loss phase that it happens quick. Patience isn't there. It takes a lot of patience. It takes consistency. If you think there's a magic shortcut, there's a magic pill for fat loss, you gotta get that out of your head because it takes time, consistency. It took time for you to put on the weight, so it's gonna take some time to get the weight off. Patience, guys.
If I had to choose one tip only for bench press, it would be elbows. Tucking your elbows properly, or you will be putting a lot of stress on your shoulders and not giving yourself leverage that you want. So this is flared out, this is tucked. Flared out, tucked. Let me show you with the bar. So I'm gonna show you two angles, me benching the bar, one from behind me on top and then one on the side, so you can really see the difference. So that's it, guys. Be sure to share this video with somebody that may benefit from it.